Hello everyone, Jamie Novak here, your bite-sized living specialist, and today we're going to tackle how to break up a large project into bite-sized pieces. This is one of those little mini demonstration videos that I know you found so helpful before, so here's another one. So many of us have a large project looming ahead of us, something like organizing a garage, which I've written here, or maybe you've got a specific room in your house. For many of us, I sort of go to organizing because that is a larger project, but you could take any project at all, planning a party, painting a room, moving, looking for a job, anything, starting a business, writing a book, anything at all. So basically what we're doing here is the task of, on a large sheet of paper, this is not your sticky note 3 for the day, this is a large sheet of paper where we're going to break up a big task. So you want something long. I've gone to my trusty yellow tablet, a piece of printer paper will work, and what we're doing is we're writing our initial goal right across the top so we know what we're working towards, and then we're going to come all the way down to the bottom of the page. And what we want to know here is, what is our deadline? So I'd like to say that for my garage, I'd like to be able to get my car back into the garage by the last day in July. Now I'm just going to sort of qualify that, and of course that would be Sunday, July 31st. And that is my goal. Done. A big done with an exclamation point. Done, done, done. That's my goal, July 31st. Now, I just want to qualify that by looking at my calendar for July and realizing that, yes, that is a realistic goal. Nothing would be worse than setting yourself up for failure by planning this recipe for getting the garage cleaned and then realizing that it's already halfway through July and you have a 2-week vacation planned. Well, then obviously that goal deadline is just not going to happen. But if you realize that, yes, you do have some time, then what we're going to do is we're going to actually work backwards from the bottom of the paper where our goal is all the way back up to the top. And we're just going to sort of write in the mini things that have to happen. So we're breaking up this large task, which is cleaning the garage. Feels overwhelming. Well, what has to happen to clean that garage? We maybe have toys out. And just sort of, this is one of those, write it, don't edit yourself, don't check your penmanship, your spelling, just sort of write, the toys have to go out, the gardening section has to get together, we've got some camping supplies in there that have to find a new home, so those are going out. We may be having a yard sale, or we may not. So we want to look at all of these things. Now, we can go back and say, well, toys out, where are they going? You may put the charity name next to it, or are you selling them, or are you just going to put them on the curb with a free sign? We want to qualify what each of these little tasks has to happen. Are we going to paint the floor of the garage? So that might be one way to go. If you are doing your garage, be sure to drive the car in and actually, use some tape or something to mark around with the car doors open, and then build your organizing around that, because nothing's worse than putting up a set of shelving and then realizing that when you pull in and open the door, your door doesn't open because it hits the shelving. So doing some measuring is always important whenever we're taking on some sort of an organizing task. So you see how now we're sort of breaking up this large task into many small tasks, which each of those has their own little mini task, and we would put deadlines next to each of those so that we know we're having the yard sale on such and such a date. And now what we're going to want to do is to take all of these mini tasks and transfer them onto your calendar. Now, I am more of a paper-based person, so I'm using a free printable calendar, and I've given you the link, but it's printtablecalendar.com, and so you can just go on and go ahead and print that, because I like to have a separate one just for my tasks so I can track the progress just of the task. You may find that that's duplicate work and you want to write your little tasks into your calendar. That's fine. But probably what's going to happen is, for a big project like this, one of your little tasks on your sticky note each and every day is going to end up, for your 3 on a little sticky note, one of them is probably going to be something relating to this larger task like the garage. So each day I'd be doing one thing on my sticky note towards this bigger project, and that's how the bigger project gets done. So we're taking things out of the garage, we may be, putting up the yard sale flyers, We may be bringing something to charity, but each of those tasks is written on the calendar so that we know by next Thursday this has to be done, and next Saturday that has to be done. And that's the only way it gets on the little note, and that's how it gets done. And the great part about this is, say you were taking on your garage task, it means that you'll actually be getting your car in for this winter, unlike probably some past winters where that was a goal, but it didn't actually happen. So very exciting to work with you to break up this big task. We can talk more about it, and of course you can send any questions. Pretty self-explanatory. You just need to find a few minutes to sit down and make this list, and that's how it all gets started. So I'm excited to hear what project you're going to tackle, and better yet, see your before and after photos so we have proof that this actually worked for you, and you can just continue, repeat and repeat and repeat to get those big projects accomplished. Go for it. You can do it.